Everyone, it's Ryan 1940 here. Today we're taking a look at Sea Power Naval Combat in the Missile Age, and this is the second mission for Strike Group Molniya campaign. It is the linear campaign with the persistent ammo counts, the persistent damage, the persistent aircraft status. So we are sitting pretty good with the ammo counts because, as you can recall, we used a lot of our bombers or aircraft or yaks to bomb the vessels in target in question in the previous mission. Which actually put us on the other side of Africa. We were targeting a NATO convoy with about 4 merchants and some escorts. After the action, it was reported that the CIA or the central, not the CIA, I can't remember what agency it was. It was an intelligence agency, but they got this cool communication sort of intercept, and it was showing that the Americans were aware that there was some sort of raiding force down here, so kind of to get away from that, we opted to go around the Cape, and we are operating off the island of Mauritius. There is a port here or an anchorage that's being used by 3 vessels that are supposedly going to Diego Garcia, I think, to resupply them. So we're going to try and sink them. That's our tasking. Obviously, there's some coastal artillery here, so we'll take care of that. I don't know what we'll do with the ships at first, because ships getting close to shore is never good. It's always scary for ships, because we can't see if there's any other coastal site up here just yet until they start opening fire. So we're going to monitor it. The first thing we want to do is get some aircraft ready. So let's take a look at our flight deck status here. So ASW loadout for this helicopter, I think it's... yeah, it should be empty, so... oh wait, no. Yeah, this is the PL is the ASW helicopter, so we don't need that. We'll do the TS, which is their kind of recon helicopter with a big radar. So we'll go ahead and launch that. For the yaks, we'll probably put up a couple cap, because we've been told... might split it, actually. We'll do 3 and 3, because we've been told to expect potential French or South African F1s to attack us. South Africans and the Pakistanis are opting to help NATO forces while they kind of recoup and try to get some assets down here to get to us. So we want to, we'll ready 3. We'll keep 3 on standby. Yeah, and we might use them also to bomb these vessels once we identify them. Okay, so we'll get that helicopter up. This guy can also contain a helicopter, so let's get their helicopter going. ASW loadout. Let's get rid of that. Let's change it to what do we got? We got Fab 2 RBK 250s, S5 rocket pods, 4 Fab 250s. Ooh. I might do this, actually. I like that. You can only do it twice, though. I think that's what that is indicating to us, so we'll see. For sure, the ships have got to be in here, so we're just going to monitor the situation, and if we can blow them away with a helicopter, we can take care of this coastal artillery, I'm pretty sure, with one of the missiles here. So let's see, SAN 3s. In range. Sweet. Oh, I think we got a message. Okay, yeah, warning message. It looks like we've intercepted South African Air Force radio communications from their base at Reunion Island. We need to prepare our force. It looks like they're coming from the southwest. Estimate 8 aircraft. Okay. Okay, well, that's going to change things, isn't it? I've got some hesitation here, because I don't know when they're going to come, and we might get to the point where we have yaks. If we have all 6 of them up, say, in fighter cap or something, and they just don't show up, then I'm going to have to cycle them to return them, turn them around, spin them back up again. And there's going to be a period of time where there's like no air-to-air defense, and we can get screwed. So I think we'll stick with launching 3 and then having 3 ready in the background. So these guys will be ready in a minute, and then after they launch, we'll prep these other 3 just to stand by and ready. But we're going to also set our formation sensors to air search, and you know, I find it faster to just click over. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna break MCON because at this point we're gonna go against some aircraft that'll probably shoot missiles at us or try to bomb us or something. And danger is doing that blindly, and also with our Yak 38s, the Forgers, they don't have a air search radar. So even if we put aircraft up to go counter these other fighters, we're not going to see them with their radar because they simply don't have one. This guy's surface radar will be good for us to determine any sort of ships around here or something, but it ain't going to help us with the air-to-air threat that's coming our way. Looks like we got a radar echo over here. Got a helicopter, so I'm going to mark this. Might be an area of interest if there's a vessel out here that can hold a helicopter. Look at these radar echoes here. So we got a few moving contacts. 11 knots, 11 knots. This is not moving. I don't think these guys don't appear to be moving. This guy, though, I can just tell. Yeah, he's moving 35 knots. So, this has a profile of being a hostile to us, right? It's a medium echo, so it's not like a fast speedboat or anything. It's going 35 knots, so that's probably some sort of frigate or destroyer, just hauling ass. We'll see if we get anything with the Cometa. Have them maybe fly out or take a look over there. We can even fake it and use our fake binos to see what's going on over there. But he is going outbound towards our ships here. These guys aren't turning towards us, and they're going pretty slow, so I'm not worried about these other ones at the moment. Let's go ahead and select this helicopter, have him come up to 3,000 feet, turn his radar on. Alright, we've got helicopters out this way, so let's fly and pick up something. Okay, so a lot of times people will ask, like, how the heck do you know where to go and all this kind of stuff to find targets. Well, this is one of them. If you see helicopters popping up and this is the middle of the ocean, you just place a marker down because you might lose these helicopters. So we know that's a hostile. Well, both of these now have been identified as hostile helicopters. They are obviously attached to a ship somewhere. They didn't come up out of the water, so they departed from a Navy ship, and so there's likely radar contacts somewhere around here that we'll be able to pick up because the scenario just started, so we'll see how that plays out. This guy, we've detected him back here. We got a radar echo. That's a meager one. That could be a small boat. It's going 16 knots right now. I'm not too worried about it at the moment. So let's see what we got for our... Oh. We got a warning message. We have detected enemy transmission suggesting American surface unit is operating northeast of Mauritius. Composition is unknown, but Socotra monitoring station passed warning of American destroyers detached yesterday from the Enterprise carrier group. We assess this group as farragut and Perry class escorts. Okay, so we'll report all further contacts. Good luck, comrades. So, okay, so these, yeah, there it is. Look how, that was my guess, right? And that is where the radar echo actually was. See how lucky we are with this one. This is obviously the oval of uncertainty, so we never know, but these are tied to this helicopters at the moment. Okay, so we've got radar echo over there. Gonna go ahead and mark that in case they drop. Oh, see, that was pretty close. So we know that there's 3 things popped up here, so maybe some are merchants, maybe a couple are hostile ships, and then one of them's a merchant. because these kind of helicopters seem to be near all of them, so it's hard to tell. But at least we got something there, so we can hopefully fly the helicopter out that way and get some ESM hits on these contacts to kind of figure out if they're hostile or if they're just a surface merchant. While that's going on, let's monitor this guy. He's going 16 knots. This helicopter's coming around the corner. And then we've got our helicopter up here. Alright, that should have been the missile firing towards the coastal artillery. So if we get that knocked out, which probably will with one of those missile hits, we might be pretty safe to fly our helicopter in. And this guy, it's got 4 Fab 50s. Where are they located? I'm curious to see how that thing gets deployed. Does it come out of doors that open up or something? I don't know. Don't know too much about that helicopter. Alright, let's see what's going down over here. Man, look at all those ships out there. Ooh. Yeah. No chance. Alright, good. Let's go have them start to investigate contacts. Hostile sea. Oh, okay. Radar echo, and we got some ESM hits from them, so we're gonna not waste any time. See if we're in range. Nope, just out of range here. The SAN-3 though is likely going to be within range. Yep. Alright. So I think our briefing said, if we take a look at it, yeah, so it says the target vessels are at Port Louis, and there should be a NATO escort of a Garcia Brook class attached to them. So the Brook and Garcia class, they look very similar, but the Brook class is a little bit more capable because it has the Mark 13 one-armed bandit launcher, so it can fire SM missiles at us. Now those SM missiles, I think the most basic one I think goes like 25 nautical miles. So the fact that it's not shooting missiles at this missile coming at it makes me think it's a Garcia, and also our helicopter's not getting blown out of the sky yet, and they're only about 16 miles or so from it. So yeah, we can see 2 guns firing, 2 5-inch guns, so that's definitely a Garcia class. So that works. Ooh, and we got some sort of gun battery. We had some shells coming from this direction, so there's definitely another shore battery out there somewhere. Okay, we've got a contact out there somewhere. This has now been identified as a hostile. Alright, SAN-1. No, we're not getting... This guy's not getting blown out of the sky yet, so I don't think that this is some sort of advanced target or anything. Let's get the SAN-3 to shoot down that SH-2. This guy's going 16 knots. Oh, we got... Yeah, that's still developing over there. Don't know what those are. We need to get our jets up here, so we need to launch these guys. And I think they said from the southwest, so we'll probably position them maybe around here, kind of equally defend those 2 groups, depending on, I'm not sure what the target would be, but give those shacks a chance. Unfortunately, they're visual only, so all right. Oh, okay. So that looks like those World War II destroyers, whether the battle class or something like that. I used to remember playing them in a Suez Canal mission. All right, cool. Well, this missile then should kind of mess it up pretty badly. Yep. And what do we got here? Oh, we missed. I wonder if this guy can shoot the SAN-1 at him. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. SAN-3 it is. You know, these guys are pointed at us, and I'm a little worried now that if these guys are hostile, 65 nautical miles is like the sweet spot for them to fire harpoons at us if they got them, and they should if they're a Perry class or Farragut class. So we'll see how this guy's doing over here. He's still up. He's still moving at 21 knots, so we'll put another missile in him. Let's get this guy to go a little higher. So we got the helicopter out that way. That looks good. Yep. Good. 16 knots. 26 knots. Okay. These are not merchants. These are hostile vessels. We're gonna. Oh, that was identified as hostile as well. Okay. All right, the yaks are departing, and it's a lot going on right now. We need to. The priority here is to get rid of these ships here, so we'll do a salvo. I guess salvo 4. Luckily, these missiles in the persistent campaign, I think they reload between missions. The SSN-3s, they're our best anti-ship missile that we've got with the strike group here. SAR 4, that's a little patrol boat, so they got a couple 76 mils, and I think this Gabriel missile goes like 30 nautical miles or something like that, so we're going to have to deal with this guy as well. He's slowing down to 5 knots. He's actually coming to a stop. You can see the smoke over there in the horizon. We'll pump another missile into him, and then we'll think about what we're going to do. We got some terrain here, and that's unfortunate. That Garcia's dead, so that's good. Alright, I want them to go identify stuff here. And then we got our flight here. We'll probably pump them out this way and then bring out to, I don't know, 6,000 feet or 10,000 feet. Oh, wow, those anti-ship missiles flew right through the group here. That is nuts. So still moving 1 knot. It'd be really interesting to see if we can bomb some helicopters, or bomb some ships here with the helicopter. Definitely bombed stuff with the Mi-8 HIP in DCS, which is really fun. HIP is my favorite thing to fly in DCS. Alright. We still got the guns up, so... In fact, alright, that's good. We shut them up because I'm thinking that they're firing at us. We'll see if we get any hits or splashes or anything. Alright, yeah. Well, getting pretty close, but at least she's sunk, so... Alright, we got a little hit there. Did it go through? Didn't go through. Don't really see the damage. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, I want to sink this guy now, because let's take a look at their missiles here. Gabriel 2, 20 nautical miles. Okay, so we're good for 10 miles, 10 more nautical miles, so that's good. Earlier they were talking about Socotra listening station identifying that these ships were on the way. I have a coworker who actually he was in the Navy back during, like, I think he joined in the early 70s, and then he eventually retired in early 90s. He was a chief, and he was a sonar technician as well. And he had a story about Socotra, because they were on deployment, and Socotra's, if you guys don't know, was a strategic Soviet anchorage. They had a huge anchorage there that they used, and it kind of helped them do operations in the Indian Ocean and stuff. So they had gone by it, and they noticed that there was like a submarine at the anchorage, and there was a couple vessels, like there was one supporting vessel there with it, and it looked like they were like loading something. So he was on frigates. So he was on like the Knox class. He was on various ones. He was on various Garcia classes, and then he ended his career being on the one of the Oliver Hazard Perry classes in the early 90s. So anyways, we got some more helicopters coming up. They ended up wanting to get close to it to kind of film it and stuff and take pictures and all that. And once they started doing that, I think it was a destroyer came out and started chasing them off. And so they left for a while. And Hostile Sea, what was classified as Hostile Sea? Oh, okay. What is this? Okay. Something large. Oh, well, that might be one of those merchant ships. Hostile helicopter, no surprise. So yeah, they eventually, let's go watch these missiles come in. They eventually drive off, but then they come back. And then, like, this time the destroyer is like super pissed off. And they actually shoot like warning shots across the bow of my coworker's like ship. And then, of course, they didn't want to start anything, go any further, so they turned away and they left. But it was pretty nuts back then. I mean, stuff got pretty close to getting... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, this is good. We'll see if we can get connectivity. If we have connectivity, if they climb again. Okay, yeah, that's good. So they'll try and go towards that. So we might get lucky and kill 2 ships here. This is good. If you don't know this, if you see down here in the bottom it says connection loss, if that's reconnected, at this point you can command this missile to go after a different target if you like, which is super neat. I had no idea I could do that, and I think I discovered it in the last mission. All right, so obviously, oh, there's. Why are they not going towards that thing? Let's tell them to go towards that thing. Okay, and then you go down there as well. Okay, let's zoom out so we're not missing. Okay, we've got radar echoes here. This is probably a fighter group or something. Oh, there's fighters right here. So this formation orders, air defense orders, weapons free. Okay, they've launched the Exocet missiles at us, so this is not good. Weapons free against enemy aircraft. Alright, I don't know if we actually hit. Alright, so they hit track 7018 was hit by one of those missiles, so okay. So that whatever that ship is probably hurt pretty bad. We're unfortunately okay, we need to we got a lot going on right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to ready more anti-air fighters because we've got a group of aircraft down here. So I'm going to call these hostile. They're kind of... There's no airliners flying at 6,000 feet and descending to the deck in a group. So we can have these guys maybe come down to intercept as well. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Damn it. Yeah, 5-inch from some shore battery somewhere. Okay, well. Unfortunately, this persistent campaign is, I'm going to be hurt by losing these aircraft like this by not paying attention. What do we want to use? Don't want to use a Silex. Can we actually get this guy? No. We'll start using missiles against these guys right here. Should also, now we should be free to, kind of wanting him to clear this terrain as we fire a missile at him so we can have a better chance of hitting. I think we'll do a salvo 4 against this other guy here. Okay. Good hits. Oh man, here we go. This could be bad. This could be really bad. We need to get this guy shot down. Oh! It did a weird maneuver like it's, what was that? Hold on. I wonder if it was being attracted by the merchant, though kind of still heading in our direction, so it's hard to say. Okay, back to this engagement here. We got the SSN-2 Charlie, the stick missile that'll take off and hit that guy, hopefully before he fires his Gabriel missiles at us. Alright, I think I'll pull this guy back. As long as we got some radar hits on this where it's kind of accurate. I don't want to get too close because I think some of these guys might have missiles that go pretty far. Probably that Farragut class. Formation orders, air defense, weapons free. Alright, I want to spread these guys out here. Sweet. Okay, while that's happening and we got a little break here, let's fire some more missiles. And this guy's still good. That's worrying. In fact, I don't think we have any more, so that we are set there. I'm gonna have to finish this guy off with aviation, which usually, if you're flying for me, means that's a death sentence. All right, this guy's been untouched, so we're gonna change that. That one's gonna eat another missile. Ooh, nice. Nice. Alright, cool. Those guys have a chance of intercepting whatever's out there. These guys are pretty low. Okay. Whoa. That was kind of cool, his maneuvering. Dual 76. It is possible that this thing gets shot down, even though this guy doesn't have any air defense missiles. Ooh, getting real close. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Let's take a look around here. Oh, these guys are out of missiles. These guys, yeah, out of missiles as well. Alright, they're all out. Okay. Alright. Well, it looks like a handful of them got shot down, so that's good. We've got flight deck here. Let's get these guys launched. Fire missiles at all those again. We might have to, depending on how, if the, yeah, I don't know if there's any more with this guy, another F1 here, but I don't know that we're going to be able to get the other flight up fast enough to come out and intercept this guy, so we might have to deal with him just with the air-to-air weapons here, or surface-to-air missiles. What is that? That looks like a Nox class? Yeah. That is a Nox class. So we wasted 4 missiles essentially because he's got that 8-pack on the back end of the ship and it only shoots 8 missiles. So once you fire 8, you've got to reload, and I think that takes like 20 minutes. He's obviously out because he hasn't been... Oh, no, he's open. It's too late though. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we've got connectivity. No, we don't. We're just way too low. I'd love to get those missiles to swing around this way and, yeah, come over here. Maybe we can get that helicopter close again. No. Yeah, damn. It's too bad. Okay. Alright, well, it is what it is. Alright, you can go over there as fast as possible, please. Oh, alright. Getting close to firing at that thing. Once this air attack is over, hopefully it's just like one, we'll finish off those merchants. We might, when we recover these guys down here, we'll switch them over to some anti-surface weaponry and go after this one contact here. It's at 0 knots, so it must be hurting, but it is pointed at us, and I don't know if it can fire harpoons or not. It's out of range there, but I think it's in range here. Ooh, just on the edge. In fact, let's fix that. Let's go the other way. See what we got. This contact's at 256 feet off the deck. See one plane. I don't see others. Ooh. Oh, that guy had like dumb bombs on him, I think. That would have been cool to see. Well, wouldn't have been cool for me, but I don't want to lose any ships here because I don't know what the hell's going to happen later on in the campaign. And speaking of that, this is such a good campaign. Okay, well, we'll kind of split. So we had some contact here and contact swing down here, so maybe put them in between 10,000 feet. Just do a cap. Yeah, this campaign is freaking awesome to finally have something that's persistent between the things, the various missions, and it makes you play in an interesting way. well, even for myself, I'm trying not to lose aircraft, but you saw there, I am a victim of like not paying attention to things at all times. I really need another screen. I don't know if this game would support it. Just put the map on another screen and watch the views on this. Yeah, I wish that stupid helicopter would have told me he's being shot at. He probably was broadcasting it in the little message down there, but wasn't paying attention. Alright, so go with this guy because he has 65 SAM-3s, and we'll fire a couple more at these merchants here. They're burning. One was already... yeah, that one's on fire. I think this guy is actually sunk. Yeah, it's going under right now. Oops. See some life rafts from the Garcia class we sunk. I'd go try to rescue them, but well, they shot my freaking helicopter down. Sweet. That's done. I think we're gonna fire one more set. Alright. Still 0 knots, that's good for us. Man, these yaks are so cool. They can't do much. They're not, you know, air defense fighters meant to dogfight other fighters or anything. I think, if anything, they were to shoot down MPAs or also bomb light targets and stuff. So we might get a chance to use them against this ship. This ship seems like it's pretty jacked up if it's not moving. Might finish her off with some, I think, AS-7 missiles they can carry, and I think we got a few. We're supposedly going to be resupplied next mission, and I don't know if that means it's at the beginning of the mission or if that's at the end of the mission, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I think we're at a good state to take a break here, and I'll pick up the mission or the video when we have these guys turned around to go attack this contact, or if anything else develops, if there's like another air raid or something. Okay, well, we just paused it for a second, and it looks like we're successful. We can go to let's now get clear. So as long as we go to the escape point, or we can continue to attack the enemy. So it's tempting. It's really tempting to go after that guy. So I think we might do it. I'm not sure if this will carry over to how the mission plays out, by killing more enemies in one mission, if that helps the next one. So I think we'll try it out anyways. I'm not sure if it's going to have any effect. And then, yeah, we'll launch our planes, and then we'll go after that ship, and then we'll call it quits at that point. Well, we were trying to, we recovered our aircraft, and we were going through the flight deck to, we still are waiting on the final plane here to rearm them to send them out. But look at that, this Kuntz destroyer just sank, and unfortunately we weren't going to be able to take it out with aircraft. So they did the job for us. It obviously was crippled pretty bad. It wasn't moving. We'll leave the helicopters alone. We got all the ships. I'm pretty happy with the result here. These guys are racing to the area to escape. I think maybe just one plane or one ship has to get in there, and then it's a victory, hopefully. Otherwise we'll have to wait a little bit for both ships to get in. But anyways, this was the second mission, Guns of Port Louis, for the Strike Group Molniya campaign, which is a linear campaign that comes with Sea Power now, so it is a part of the game. If you don't have it, then you need to update Sea Power to get the point. I think the release that this initially came out in was 0.7.0, so there might be hot fixes and stuff out by the time you watch this video. So as long as you're over 0.7, you're good and you should have it. Just go to the campaigns listed there. It'll be the second one. And this is pretty neat. We got our persistent campaign. It's a lot of fun to try. Looking back on this mission, some of the takeaways, I guess, is definitely when you start to see helicopters throw down these markers, you might get lucky and then send a unit with a radar to kind of fly towards it, so you kind of get a fix. And these ships actually popped up pretty close to where I put those markers down, at least 2 of them for the 2 helicopters. So we kind of knew a direction that we needed to focus our efforts on. The other main thing, I guess, is that we need to be very careful about our helicopters. I got them too close. There's some shore batteries here. And that's also why I didn't want to come in with guns, because our guns here, I think they're 76 mils, so the range is not too great on them. Let's see if we can get the 8.6 nautical miles. I'm sure these coastal artillery batteries probably go out more than that, so we put ourselves at risk potentially. So I opted to just use some surface to air missiles, but they also dual purpose surface to surface. They do the job. I think 3 or 4 of them was enough to kill these merchants, and like 1 hit the Garcia, or 2 maybe. So yeah, it's worked out pretty well. I think we're in a good position looking across our fleet here. Still got our Silex missiles. Still got plenty of air-to-air or surface-to-air missiles. We got 3 Styx missiles there, so that's good. We got all our RBUs, and yeah, I think we're sitting pretty good. We didn't lose any yaks this time around, thank goodness. We lost 2 at the start of the campaign, so I'm hoping mission 3, maybe we get our 8 yaks again, and I'll try to be extra careful, although you got to risk it sometimes. You got to put assets in danger to affect the battle. Anyways, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. I'll see you next one. Bye.